Hi guys, this is Tartan coming at you with another game of Hades, and you know we're just
All right, it's time to shine.
gonna crack on this a little bit more.
Keep to yourself then. Our house is not so
We just
great in
gotta
size,
start
but boundaries
from the
must be
beginning.
set. I
Maybe
shall refrain from entering your chambers, as you shall never again try to enter mine.
Still figuring our boundaries out, I guess.
we're gonna try to get to the top.
I'm always here. Or
Here, I don't want any of these.
Hey, got anything else?
We'll take a powered up special, maybe.
Love and loss.
Yeah, I mean if it blows up for 250, that's fine. Not good.
Let's fight. Okay.
But I guess as like a sort of a 1-2 punch, it's okay, but at least it's epic. So if we find a better skill from a different god that we think will be more appealing, then we'll go with that. So more damage on the special, yes. We'll take more trap damage, but that's fine. Because we're trying to get to the surface here.
Can't do that.
So we have the quest. We don't have to escape with the gun. We just got to take it to the top. But hopefully we'll find Sisyphus here as well.
I can't.
Because I have to believe that we're going to be able to sort this out. First of all, it's an achievement, and it's got his face on it. Second of all, I've been told it happens. And all that means is that I'm not doing something right, because we've grinded all the conversations, right? Like, we've gotten every single character except Hermes and Sisyphus with the little symbols, and Hermes is just because we haven't ran into him. We're going to take upgraded boon rarity. And then Dionysus is gonna give us like a big old cast or something.
Wretched sneak. Not yet.
Alright, this is gonna be really hard. Maybe we'll just die here. I don't like this gun.
Not now.
How many of these can I throw out? Can I just fill up the whole thing? No, I cannot. Well, you know, when it happened like that, it actually did a lot.
Take care of that.
I don't know what happened, but it worked.
Hanging in there, yeah?
So, Nectar... Yeah. This will get us an absolute ton of HP over the course of the run. Probably like 100, which is good, because I'm not very good. And I don't understand how this gun operates yet. Or, like, I know how it works theoretically, I just don't see how it's good. I just haven't found the things that make it good yet. It's definitely not Aphrodite on this special, although it's fine right now. Maybe it's like Poseidon for area denial. I don't know.
What is it now?
It wouldn't
No
be
need to be in
Artemis,
such a hurry, boy.
because raw damage and crit is never the right choice. Maybe it is, and I just don't know.
Surrounded. Not yet.
Here, we're happy enough to have our specials just everywhere, since it's a small room, and they have no choice but to be there. And we know that they're going to keep on spawning everywhere. So I guess it's fine if we don't need it done quickly. I just need to stop being so intentional about it. Use them for area denial, drag them over it, and then shoot beams at them while they're trying to get away. I mean, seems fine.
I'm empty.
I think somebody said that if I liked these, I would like the Demeter if I like the Demeter cast, then I would like this. And they would go wonderfully well together. I can definitely see that. Because you would just be
Work
dropping these
faster
everywhere
next
and then using your
But the Charon
crystals and
don't
then
want all this.
basically not engaging at all. Sisyphus. Alright, is there like something in the room?
You're back. Welcome. Hello, Highness. Good idea.
Knockback on the attack actually seems awesome, but maybe it'll be terrible. We'll figure it out.
Baldy, I'm
Oh.
Zagreus. Good to make your acquaintance.
Oh, you're joking.
That friends are
I
difficult to come by
think...
here in Tartarus, and so I'm grateful that you seem to be a
Oh, I
trusted
feel just sick. Hi, Natasha. So I think I never clicked on the boulder. I think I've never clicked on the boulder. Yeah, I don't think I ever clicked on the boulder before. Maybe this happens every time. Can I give him some
okay.
nectar?
I think he likes you.
If this is what I had to do, I'm just gonna lose my freaking mind. I almost don't want it to work. Because
Godspeed and all.
it doesn't, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh man, because I remember now, because he was like, say hi to Boldy, and then like I physically in real life waved to the boulder and told the boulder what a good boulder he was, but I don't think I did it in the game. Oh, this is going to be really annoying. I can't stand it.
Not yet.
Even just imagining that it's the case. You know what, we're just going to keep on going, and if it works, then we figured it out, and if it doesn't work, then... I mean, there's nothing else in that room to click on, so...
Over there.
Oh, man. Poseidon cast or dash? We're going to take the cast and try for the Athena dash, because I just... Look, the Poseidon dash is good, but it doesn't jive with this build, right? Whereas this does, and the cast, I guess, will pop the crystals as well, so...
I can't.
Yeah, so it'll be like a massive explosion of misery there. Yeah, you know, this is fine.
I can't.
There.
And I need to use the Poseidon cast more to just figure out what it's like, so... We'll still override the Aphrodite special, maybe, for a lot of things. So Chaos here, or... I should escape while I'm thinking. Chaos or Charon? Well, Chaos has the biggest upside in the long run. Because, like, ultimately, we've got 500 coins now, but we'll be able to buy the Charon moons over time. Alright, so boon quality or special damage. I mean, the build is sort of based on the special. We'll go for the hammer now. Free hammer into the boss fight. So we get... The ramp up goes 100% faster. Infinite charge, but it doesn't ramp. Or 3 specials. The concentrated beam seems better than the special, but I just want the special. I'm gonna take it.
Rail grows stronger. Hi.
Yeah, that was the right choice. Yeah, the 3 specials was very clearly the right choice, and now I do believe in the Aphrodite things. Did you see that nuke? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. And the chaos thing to empower the special hasn't even taken off yet. Alright, we found the single target they were looking for. Wowza. Talk about a punch. All right, so now, all right, the timer's
You have
stopped
more
anyway.
difficulties of than
We need to think
accident.
about what we want. If we force the Athena boon, we can take the dash. We've got 5 rerolls, so we'll get the dash and then we'll be off to the races because we don't need anything besides this triple special.
Keepsake
Yeah,
sword
that's what we'll
power.
do. That is what we'll do. These getting stronger would be fine, but
set.
I think this is the right choice. We're not going to take the Yarn of Ariadne because we're going to take the dash. We are going to sell the health for that because I am brave.
I'll just go on up.
The damage that we're going to be able to do is wonderful. The 3 special is great. Spread for, if you can even get spread with this, that would be better, you know, because you'd get 5 of them for 1 shot. But this is still, I mean, you drop like 1,000 damage, and
Not now.
and you can absolutely carpet the area. They don't really have a lot of.
I'm out.
Yep. It's and then you just drop it on where they're spawning and they're already toasted.
Not yet.
Expecting someone else there, boss. A certain.
All right, and quick reload. No, we'll take the speed on the dodge. Here. Okay, so
Yeah, might as well.
we are taking the Trove fight, even though we're going for speed. We're doing that because I think I can do it without dropping a stock, and we'll be able to get like almost 100 points of healing,
Can't do that.
or maybe just like 50 points of healing.
Ugh, why do I bother?
There we are.
Yeah, I think that was worth it. We end up getting, 70 out of it, and
Moving right along.
got a ton of money. Gonna get an Athena boon here that's gonna really tie the room together. Thanatos fight, alright.
Again. What say we go take... Think you can beat me again, Zag?
What do you think, Than?
God. You are next.
I can't.
How about you?
I'm empty.
All perish. Next.
Man, I took so much damage in here.
There we go.
I opened my eyes. I didn't want to tell the truth about that, but I did.
I can use this.
I peeked.
Dearest, you must know, Goddess Athena and myself, we
A duo boon between the two of them. And we get backstab cast. You know what? I don't... You know what? Why not?
Feeling good.
If nothing else, we can sell it later if it seems like it's not doing anything.
You're not due, sir.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how strong this is. It's gross. Alright, so we don't want the attack to deflect. Do we take the call? Yeah. because this build is such crazy damage that the call making us invulnerable and able to just do our thing will work it out.
Wave makers.
Where are they? There they are.
You're nothing.
I'm out.
Alright, Hermes, Athena, or yeah, we just go to Hermes here. Because if we can get something that's going to, okay, so we've got 2 rerolls we can spend here. What we want is something that's going to make the cast drop out of them faster.
More. Not yet.
I mean, the dream is the legendary thing that'll make the cast come right back to me. But
Olympus,
we'll
I accept
see
this
what
message.
we can get. Alright, cast in rapid succession, yeah. Because more dashes is fine. I mean, it's better than fine. But with the Athena dash plus the sturdiness where you run a little faster for a bit, like you get enough that we'll be able to get out of the Hades trouble.
I'll take this one.
Alright, so here we'll get Rupture off of the cast, which is wonderful.
Power of Olympus.
And no, there's no point in spending a dice on this. We'll just take more damage on the special, which already does so much. And we're going to be able to pop the Learning Heads very, very quick.
Lerny, if you'd like for me to kill you, hiss.
I mean, really all of these, everything we do in this run should be pretty easy if I could just remember how to, you know, do the order of it. Because, I mean, look at that. I don't think I have ever had a build this strong. I mean, it is really, really bonkers. My initial feeling about the Aphrodite thing was misplaced because, well, weakness is good. And massive damage is good too. And why do we need any more status effects if we're just going to pop them in a volley? It's just so much damage. It's just an insane amount. This is really DPS. And the build, the funny thing is because it requires a little bit of setup and placement, and I miss sometimes with it. It's like it may not even end up too good. All right, so can I look at the boons right now? No, I remember what I have. So what would make this really all pulled together? Let's see. What would be good on the auto attack? If we got Doom on it, that could be nice. Even though it powers up the longer it's on. If we force like a Dionysus boon, we could also get a couple of other nice things there that tie in. You know what? Why not? Because if we get like auto attack to hangover, that'll be a status effect. We're already going to have the rupture and the weak, and
Time to pick a fight.
should be good. Should be good. We'll grab a hammer here. If we get spread shot, then this is going to become like legitimately the funniest thing as opposed to just like already quite hysterically strong.
Not now.
But for all of its power, you know, it can't protect me from being bad. Nothing can. But, oh yeah, it definitely melts.
I'm empty. I'm out.
Just very, very large amounts of damage. Give me something good. Alright, it radiates 250% damage in a larger area. Seems good.
That'll do.
Seems good.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness, did you see the size of the explosions? This is, you know, I take back everything that I said. I was wrong. I was wrong about thinking this gun wasn't good. Oh no, I did a thing. It'll be fine.
Keep going. I'm out.
Because, oh my goodness, I have never had something so strong. Here we take the double boon.
That definitely was a good decision, man.
Attack for hangover, just like we wanted. The other boons would have been really good too. But I think because we're so strong, we might as well, you know, just lean into the pure power that is the dream. Because hangover will get us a lot of legs in boss fights that we may not otherwise have had, and that'll be nice.
I can't.
Whoops. Oh no. Whoops again.
Can't do that.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for the random charm hearts, which are the same color as all of my effects because I've betrayed her confidence, you know.
I can't.
All right, good enough.
Alas, that power.
So here, weak effects for longer duration. Yes, very nice.
Should come in useful.
Here we take the Athena over this. So if we get like backstab or whatever, then that could go on to the cast, which could potentially be good.
Seek the
I'm empty. I'm out. Not now.
I mean, just like, how is a man ever supposed to go back to playing Hades the normal way after getting a build like this? How? How can anyone ever go back to the way things were? It's so much damage. To think that I had written this gun off because I chose some bad effects. Alright, so here we spend a reroll hoping for
Like to see more options.
something. Here we go. To slow down the foe's ranged attacks? Sure, whatever.
Look who.
Can't do that.
Give it up.
It's just... like, we're not the same kid we used to be after this build. We saw the big city. We can never go back. But also, it is built on having the ideal hammer thing, right? Because if without triple these shots, we're doing a third of the special damage when we blow them up. Which, you know, a third's not as much as one. So we just got to savor this build. The beauty of it. The taste of it. The texture. Because, you know, someday it'll all be gone. And that's very sad.
For the stash.
Not as sad as never doing this. Alright, so... Money over Patroclus? Yeah, because Patroclus can give us damage on the attack, which is largely irrelevant. Now this is why the enemies in this game might want a little bit more hit points sometimes, because yikes. The power. The absolute power.
Not yet.
Of course, these guys, being shield bros, are a little harder to crack than others, but not impossible. And ultimately would fall the same fate.
I'm empty.
So, I'm not sure if the Aphrodite boon is the largest percentage-based increase to damage, but it's a really big one, and it's probably up there with it. Certainly with Week's other effects and just like raw survivability, it's quite attractive as a general pick. Alright, so Watery Blast, or it can't be stunning damage reduction. Watery Blast. That's gonna make this hilariously powerful build even more funny, even more strong.
Here's the fee.
And Threshold HP encounter or Hangover Pass. Threshold HP. That'll let us act super confidently through the tunnels and not have to worry about anything. Did you see that? Their hit points are almost gone. Did you see this? Their hit points are almost gone. Did you notice that the fight had just started? Did you notice that the fight had started? It's over. It's already over. Do not hold your breath. You will not be able to take a breath in between the beginning of the fight and the end. What an absolute slaughter. And you know, if I don't start moving quicker, it still won't be a record. So, what we want here is, if we take the Patroclus Spear Point, we'll be able to sit in the danger longer and just smash. So I think this is still what we do, even though we're not worried about dying.
Should help keep me going.
So if we can just get a fast Satyr Sack, then we may well be able to break our record overall. But we're going to smash the guns record, and I consider this essentially an automatic win. Theoretically, we could not do it, but it's, I mean, it's got a bow on it, right? And there we go. Boons with knockaway effects, shove opposed multiple times. So we're going to be doing the cast, and it's just going to be bashing everyone around in these tunnels in hysterical ways. Like, really, really funny.
I'm empty.
Weak.
Of course, it's not as automatic as having the Poseidon Dash would be, so we still have to look a little bit, but not too much, right? Because, I mean, look at that.
Come do that.
Excellent, excellent. We should have saved this for later because of the Death Defiance things. I'm always forgetting to do that because I love Athena so much. Stopping off here. Move speed. Yeah, might as well. It's also, if you have the move speed when you get into Hades, it lets you avoid his attacks a lot better. Not like that's a problem here. Alright, so actually, we found a room that we're bad at dealing with. These little guys, because we don't have much chain damage, but I guess it's, you know, they just scurry on anyway, so.
abyss.
And for all that, we end up with 272 hit points somehow. And we're going to take backstab damage, even though it's totally irrelevant, because, I mean, you got to take something there, right? Alright, now we go to Dionysus. Because I think this is where the Satyr Sack's going to be. That's where I'd be.
I can't.
Can't do that.
I never used the Poseidon cast much. It's absolutely amazing in the context of this build. And it may well be my favorite cast for this build. And yeah, we get it.
Oh.
So, Hangover making him move slower. Or more stacks. I think more stacks, because that's more damage, and, you know, we're basically going to be standing up in front of Hades and punching him in the face with justice and power.
Before I leave.
And we'll take way more damage on Rupture. No, we'll take way more damage on Hangover,
Blessing.
because we'll actually be stacking that on him the whole time.
The monsters.
Alright, 1639.
I can
I
go.
don't think we can get an overall record. I don't think we can pop them in like 1 minute. But the damage is going to be quick if we can stick on them. We've got weakness.
Here's the surface exogryph. Maybe it's as rare a sight for Lucifer as it is for me.
Oh.
You approached me with that loathsome rail, boy, emanating a hellish fury more even than usual at that. Little surprise you took a shine to it. It was the weapon that I hated most of all.
Well, someone called Lucifer apparently thought differently and took a crack at his own father with it once. This one's for him, then.
This one's for you, Lucifer.
Invoking names you know nothing about. Presuming all the while far too much. You'd take that monstrous artifact for another friend. You would be wiser to be wary of its influence.
This ain't 40k Hades. The gun doesn't have a will. Only mine.
Not now.
And you'd be wise to remember it. In between me absolutely schwammering you. Oh my goodness. The carnage.
Can't do that.
Darkness. Prepare. Hear me, wretches. Rise now from my realm and fight again.
I'm out.
Whoops.
Not now.
Athena!
You are untouchable for now, cousin.
You cower underneath Athena's shield.
I'm empty. I can't. I'm empty. Got you.
1743 in this phase, yeah, you know, it's still gonna be quick, but we can't, there's no way we'll quite be able to do it. I say that, but I mean, nah, we won't get sub 18 with this, but man, what a hurting. You know, it took a little while to understand how the build needed to come together, and I might have been standing around a bit too much.
Really, Zagreus?
But still, so close to a sub 18 on it. Insane damage. Just absolutely nuts.
I
Far and away the highest burst plus AoE. And it just happens to be single target also. Just pure damage of anything I've touched in this game.
In my father's name.
Absolutely nuts. All on the back of an epic Heartbreak First. Yeah, at level 5 it went up to 234% damage. Plus we had, you know, from Chaos we had a boost. We had 2 of them. I don't know if they both counted. They may have. Triple bomb and then bigger explosions. This, you know, this had it all. Some of the duo boons weren't very good, but we got plenty of absolute insane punchiness. 1804.55. So you know, slower, 18 seconds slower than the spear, but it took me a little bit more time to understand what I need to be doing, and yeah, still very solid time. Good stuff. Now, of course, the point wasn't to clear it super quick with that, but, you know, it ended up happening.
So complicated is the path to the well-hidden cottage of Persephone that surface walking.
Oh, he zigged when he should have zagged. Pizza when he should have french fried.
Instead of zags, plummeting from off a precipice into most familiar waters.
Again?
But, man, that was a blast. That was so strong. Like, going from that to using, like, the spear, which although I had a good result with, it didn't feel awesome. Like, how could I ever go back? That was awesome.
Am I imagining it, Mother, or has this house been running relatively smoothly as of late?
Well, at least we have another conversation here.
Fates by putting it like this.
It is through a concerted effort that the house thus thrives for now, though it shall do so only through continued diligence on your behalf, and that of many others here. It is a good occasion to take brief reprieve, but we need you working to the best of your ability here, Thanatos.
Well, know that I am ever grateful, Mother, and I love you very much. Where would we be right now if not for you? I don't take what you've done for us for granted.
Thanatos, like,
here. You rest assured.
Showing gratitude to his momsy for the first time in life. It's hard.
Thank you, my son.
It's hard not to be a jerk, Thanatos.
Achilles, I discovered the hidden aspect of the adamant rail after Lord Zeus himself told me the waking phrase. It's from a winged fellow by the name of Lucifer. Apparently had a bit of a falling out with his Lord Father. Wonder how that worked out for him.
Huh. Perhaps it's from a time even before the Olympians rebelled against the Titans. But I've never heard of any Lucifer, with or without wings. Suggests to me perhaps that falling out of his did not work out so well.
I'll take it as a warning. Even the rail has its limits.
Does it?
Who am I to question fate?
Alright, so it wants me to use the spear again, but I don't feel like it. I want to use the bow. So what do I think the good thing on the special here is? I think it'll be the knockback, right? So we'll just test that.
No, thank you.
Because if we get any sort of thing where the arrows are homing in and we get the knockback on the special, be really good. Go, let's just see. Yeah, it's awesome. And just broadly speaking, if you're hitting in a fan anyway, it'll be fine. And then if we get like watery blast, rupture, anything like that, then it'll be good. So here we will turn off the special for 4 encounters and then get 48% damage throughout. Well, the special damage isn't really based on that, right? So we're going to take boon quality for the whole run. Because the special damage it does is okay, but we're trying to get like big utility out of it. So we're just going to... Yeah, because if we get rupture, all the things that tie into making the special great will be because of the previously existing Poseidon boons. So we're just going to hope that that's the right choice.
You're late.
I think it is. I think actually this is like this is the chosen effect. Maybe it's not quite enough to push him into a wall though. But we'll see.
Damn you.
certainly works to push them back a bit. And if we just get, you know, any of the number of things that react well with knockback, then we'll be in good shape, which I'm sure we'll get. Dash, dash. All right, now we're in business. And of course, keeping an eye on the fact that we're trying to get Sisyphus out, but I am tired of just grinding Act 1. It is boring me. I wasn't bored of the game, so we're just going to take a much longer time to do the thing that we need to do, you know, in order to enjoy ourselves, which is, after all, what video games are about. It's not about Steam achievements. It's not about keeping your promises. It's about having fun. And if you have to sacrifice those things in order to get Steam achievements, then give up. Which I don't think I do. I honestly think I just needed to talk to the frickin' boulder, and now we're going to be in business. I would love to have Rupture, though. Because, like, Doom on the special is great, but I think this could be even better. Alright, so attack for weak, yes please. Big bonus damage, and, you know, a favored...
I'll pay for that.
Favored status effect, always great. And now with Rupture, that's 2 status effects all the time. We just sync this and bam, and then we're off to the Rupture races. Wonderful. Super high damage already. The build's perfectly functional. And do we take the Demeter cast? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's gonna, yeah, we'll be able to sit back on the turret, just doing it the good old style, you know. Status effects all around, and if we can get the cast to have turrets and such, and you know, all of that nonsense, then we'll get all of that nonsense. It'll just be super strong. All we need to do now is see Sisyphus, I hope. Seems good. Crystal Beam gets a level. Seems good too. We'll take the Chaos Boon.
In the name of Hades.
And hope that it's not too restrictive. Alright, more foes for another cast, more foes for better attack. We'll take more foes for better attack.
Thank you, mate.
Cast for backstab. Yeah, this one I think actually could be fine here. We'll buy the foods.
Who's it going to be?
Because if the cast gets backstab, then they, like, turn their back on it, well, then obviously it'll be good.
Let's say we could.
Yeah, because we can turn like so, and yes, okay, it's awesome. And then we'll drop Thanatos here, she'll drop the Invuln, and then... There we go. a relatively slow exit here, but I think our build is coming into its own. Remains to be seen if we'll be on pace for a good end, but you know, we'll try to keep up our pace here. All right, so what would make this build stronger?
My keepsakes.
Dionysus cast to keep them locked? Or do we just go to the pomegranate to level up our great things already? No, yeah, Dionysus Spoon to keep them locked.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. We already took the cast. Oh no, this is going to be terrible. I guess we'll take the call.
So much for Tartarus.
Whoops. Forgot. Well, Dionysus Boon for the room ending life regen then. That's another thing. We'll roll for that. I forgot that we had the Demeter cast, even though I had been doing it the whole time. Failing to see Sisyphus, but at least we saw Megara there. I don't know if that matters. But I'm not worried about that. You know, we're still trying to free Sisyphus. We're not giving up on it. It's the last achievements. But I'm also not giving up on actually playing the game in order to get them because, well, that would sour me on it. Alright, way more damage on attack or way more damage on rupture? Way more damage on rupture it is. It's like I almost don't like the Demeter cast just because it takes so long for me to stick them down. I feel like I could already be killing things, but it's good contextually against, you know, cinema enemies, I suppose. Because, well, if we go out of the Demeter cast, then the backstab thing is totally useless again. And that's sad, you know? Why can't we let the backstab thing try to be good someday? And if the Demeter cast gets another tie-in, then it'll like slow them, and that would be real nice. You know, there's benefits to it. Also, sometimes I need to back away, and having the crystals is good. It's like this is a lot of guys that I remembered it was the chaos thing. Alright, so Nectar Life Gain could be fine, but what we want is Room Life Gain. Here we go. After Party, that's the name of it. After the party is this.
All aboard.
So for this, we want, for the Demeter Boom, we want either...
This isn't good.
Got distracted there. We want either the cast improvement where it ties it in and gives it longer timer and the addition of chill, or just cast to chill in general. But we'll re-roll it one time. There we go. This is what we wanted. Glacial Glare casts is longer and inflicts chill. Now they'll be good at sticking it into place. And our sort of status turret build is gonna be wonderful because they add up really quick, and then you can push them back like so.
place is crawling with these.
And this will be the last room that'll be crawling with them. And then we'll get our boosted attack power. And the dissolution of this chaos thing that's making all of our foes so numerous.
My chaos boon switched to a new effect.
And here we'll go for upgraded boon rarity.
The one thing.
I always take refreshing nectar.
Take care.
It always feels good to get nice rare stuff.
Should help keep me going.
And so here these are fine, right? But if we re-roll this, it'd get knockback explosions. I said. Alright, so we're gonna take Typhon's Fury here, which feels really bad. They wanted us to take that duo boon really bad. That must have been the boosted rarity talking. But our build unfortunately doesn't have tons of knockback beyond the bow, which isn't that significant. But at least the damage is wonderful. You know, it's not strong, it's merely very good. We're not going to club it by comparing it to the last build, the strongest thing I've seen in my whole freaking life. We're not, that's not fair. The bow's trying to be strong, it can't help it that it's not the railgun under optimal conditions.
Don't come back.
He doesn't mean that, Lerny. Lerny, your contributions are very valuable.
You surpassed my Hydra.
Here. Artemis for crit? Yeah. Seems fine.
It's sealed shut. Just
take cast damage. Tracer arrows would also be fine, but I think we would take raw crit over that. Hammer! Special for 4 more shots, yes please.
Perfect.
Where are my enemies? Angry little guys. Here, another hammer. Back-to-back hammers. I guess we deserved one this whole time.
Guess I get a break.
Special 3 base damage for each consecutive hit to a foe. No, we will take spread pattern, right? Yeah. Concentrated volley seems... You know, we'll take it and just see how it works with it. If it ends up not being, like, good for this bow, then it won't be good for any of them. But on a boss fight, like, you know, it should be very strong. Assuming that I can hit him one time. Okay, yeah, it's amazing. Never mind.
I think not.
So we've already got more of them. I should be throwing down the... You know, if I had been having that on the whole time, it would have went even faster. This thing's strong too. It's not last run strong, but it's pretty quick. Give me crit. 4% crit is awesome. It's just very good. It's always one little dude stuck on some corner, like, anxiously trying to be the last one standing. Alright, and here we side with Dionysus, because all Athena does is make him live a little longer, whereas Dionysus, you know, is terrible. Alright, so maximum, no, we'll take damage reduction.
I understand.
Just because it'll let us play much more carelessly, and we have our, you know, we've still got all of our lives, but we also know that we'll go back to a good amount of hit points after every room, which is really quite a comfort. Even though our max hit points here is very low, and even though that would have increased them, I think this, in the long run, will be just fine.
I see no benefit to...
Alright, deflecting way more damage, or 10% on everything. I mean, 10% more damage reduction is better than more deflection damage. Is it? No.
Athena's power.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't, like, stack up per, like, special hit. It's just, like, through the hits of that special, it adds 3 base to it. which is fine. Probably not as good as some of the other things. I mean, still, it's not nothing.
Not yet.
All right.
In the name of Hades.
Double knockback, yes please. It's a really weak knockback, but still, I mean, it should be something. Here we're hoping for what? Fast cast?
Another go up to the surface. Anyway, bye.
You face the...
Are you enjoying yourselves in the stands?
Thanatos?
No problem.
That was too early. We're gonna pop the Minotaur though.
Finish this.
Witness the power of the gods!
You dispatched the bull.
You and me, King. Don't do that.
Well, there went the chance of not losing a stock to it. Now it's just, you know, we'll remember that he's got a shield, which is really good against these, unless it isn't. So we'll put him on this side, and then make him face this way, and then he'll get the backstab. Yeah, that was pretty good. You know, I could have done that before we lost the stock. It's fine.
Finally.
I'm not terribly worried about the Hades fight. 16:27 on the clock. Not a great clip. Our record for the bow is like 20 minutes and some change, and this is, you know, the Poseidon boon, I would say weaker than,
I'll take this one.
than Doom. Because if you get delayed Doom, like, I feel like maybe that's the one, even though I feel like maybe this specific aspect bow just isn't that great. Because it doesn't seem like it can take advantage of the multiple firings of basically anything.
Stash that, Charon. Here's the fee.
Alright, here we go. Crit mark, no, we will take the Seeking Arrow. See, this would be a thing that would make it good all the time, but how would you be able to secure it? Because as soon as you get a Seacon, then, you know, it's like, okay, now it's... keeps on going, but... Also, you know, the Demeter cast is... it's fine, and it's a great crutch for an earlier player. It's not good for this build. Something that had knockback, like, if I got the Poseidon cast here... would be, you know, it'd be late for it, and I think it might even be bad to swap at this point, but the Poseidon cast with this build would have been great because we would have had, you know, the firing, which is sort of Poseidon-y, and then the knockback true effect that had enough to push him into walls.
Can't quite get acclimated to this smell. Not yet.
Because, like, there, if we get a knockback into a wall, then it goes crazy, but it's like we don't have quite enough punch on the knockback to make it happen. And here we finally get Watery Blast so late. We're going to take bonus damage to bosses, though, because at least that'll, you know, we know that'll work. And the damage on the knockaway explosion, you know, that's, we're coming on the end of the usefulness of that. Even though it would clear these tunnels slightly faster. I just have to believe that this is the one. This is where we're going to find the Satyr Sack. Mainly because if it isn't, we have no chance of breaking the speed record, so it's got to be this one.
I can't.
And even then, we would need a 2-minute Hades fight.
No use.
There we go.
Found it already. Relentless, I accept this message. Ah, good. It's still fresh. One Satyr Sack coming right up.
And here we skip that Dionysus boon, because if, you know, it could be the difference in seconds. Even though those seconds could have been made up at any point in the run. Because I think it's 20 minutes and 1 second on the bow is the record that we have.
All right.
So we have 1:47 to improve here. We've got a fairly big damage build. Yeah, it's doing huge work.
Go home.
My lord.
No need to listen to him, Thanatos.
Got to go.
And he couldn't even kill the guy with the shield. What do we pay him for?
You would seek aid from drunken Dionysus, then? Heed now my summons, wretches, and come bring my wayward son down to your depths. Darkness.
I hate the shielded guys so much. They're cheating.
Darkness.
I need to do this fast. Alright.
Let's finish this.
That does it.
All right.
We've got like 17 seconds. We're just going to tank all of this. We've got one more charge of Death Defiance, right? We're just going to throw this on. He's going to do the thing. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. We've totally got this. Yeah, 1951. It's all about being able to push through the final damage.
Remain.
See you at home. By my father's name.
There we go. 1951. Best clear with the bow. Shave 10 seconds off. You know, not amazing. Not bad.
Imagine that Prince Zacharias experiences some sort of joyous outcome for a change, in contrast to the arbitrary and unfortunately painful death he shall experience
now.
No!
Please, everybody, hold your applause.
Nice going!
Just here looking my...
So she doesn't want to talk.
Go and steal.
And he doesn't want to talk. Thanatos doesn't want to talk. We just need to see Sisyphus again.
Stygius. Stygius.
Alright, so what do I want to run with this time? We can just take the spear.
Okay?
This is going to be another real run. No, not the spear. The spear's got a good time on it. The shield has a bad time on it. We could try to... Yeah, well, we're not going to try that aspect until we get more bonus shields. Because, I mean, I'm sure once you have 5 bonus shields, it's a lot better than 3. We're going to try to force the Zeus Spoon here. We're just going to try to sculpt a good run here and get distracted by Sisyphus.
I don't think so.
If possible. Bull Rush doing a ton of damage to armor. Yes, very good.
Can't do that. Pest. Some darkness. Zeus.
Give me the special at a high rarity. Alright. Special at rare, that's a rarity. But we're not re-rolling it hoping for, you know... hoping for epic. That's a little bit of a waste of a roll. We'll just try to make it work. Oh my goodness, please. They look too much like the actual urns. They have like a wonderful camouflage job, and it renders me totally incapable of discerning them. Yeah, I need to remember to do this, because it's an absolute friggin' ton of damage. Chaos, chaos. Money first. Upgraded rarity. I think that applies to chaos boons too. And it'll totally... We'll take money to try to boon up all the way. We can't use the special for a little while, so it's just going to be honest charging around.
Who doesn't love this stuff?
Here we take Ares. We're hoping for like the call or one of the passives.
Oh, that was from Chaos.
Whoops. Well, you know, I forgot I couldn't use it.
You stabbed me.
Perhaps the dead you...
Blade Rift, yes.
You're gone.
I want my shield back so bad. 2 more rooms, how am I ever going to survive? Is it not over? Where are they? And this is why I can't set speed records.
Open up.
Oh, and then I use the trove. That's not going to help me set a speed record either.
I'll be leaving shortly.
Man, I'm so bad.
Worthless.
Not yet.
I sacrificed like a minute on the run for that. You know,
Here we go again.
Trespasser.
I feel like we should just scrap it after the first act if we don't see Sisyphus. Yeah. It'll be fine. But not because we're just doing Act 1, but because I just like botched so much of the time on this that it doesn't seem worth pursuing. And maybe I'm not made for the Blitz shield. Maybe I'm not made for the shield at all. Maybe the shield is built for smart people and not aggressive people. Because all I want to do is dash strike, right? I only want to use the shield very, very sometimes. Almost never.
All right, all right.
Sisyphus!
Prince said.
Oh, I can give Boldy a nectar.
What's the latest, Boldy?
It's all blowing open here. Okay. Now it's all gonna make sense. This is a horse of a different color.
Thanks. Boldy, how do you handle being trapped in Tartarus for all eternity, doomed to be pushed up and down?
Oh, I'm so excited.
For good reason?
Oh, I'm so excited. I take an excited drink of water. It's important to narrate what's going on. Boldy pauses pensively, thoughtfully.
Sisyphus, I know you tend to be in remarkably good spirits. all things
Yeah,
considered,
come on,
but
come on.
there
Give me
must be
something.
I
Give me
can do to help
something.
with your predicament, isn't there?
Oh, come now, Prince. Do Baldy and I look like we could use your charity? We're planning to stay put within this chamber for a while. It's hardly a predicament, I'd say.
But what of the Furies and their torments and all that? They might be back and make all this more difficult for you.
Ah, yes, the Fury Sisters. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing them more infrequently now that you mention it. But either way, so don't you even worry about me. Now here.
Well, that was new at least.
Here you are.
A prophecy.
You can do it.
There we have it. Ah, this is truly exhilarating.
A gift.
Hey, you hanging in there, yeah?
Hey there, Meg.
Come all this way. No. You know what's coming. some of my friends.
Hey, Van.
Hate to butt in.
This isn't your fight, Dan.
I'm out.
Death and destruction.
And now we'll swirl around, get her.
Not bad.
We could have just died in the fight. It occurred to me that we might want to do it to get a conversation with her, though. Although I hope all that nonsense is already dealt with, and we're just going to be able to buy a thing and walk in and get it taken care of. But we'll see. We're not going to keep on going up in this run, though. We're too close to maybe freeing Sisyphus, so the only thing to do is to dive back in to the calming, cool waters of the Styx. I mean, the crispy hot waters of the Styx.
Oh, last chance. Ah.
Hello!
A prophecy.
End of torment. Find a way to pardon Sisyphus. Here we go. At last.
Do you enjoy Orpheus's sing?
I am a man.
So that's a yes. Father, let me
Here
ask
we
you
go.
something work-related
Sisyphus
here.
conversation.
I know the Shade called Sisyphus once wronged both you and Thanatos, and has since paid a heavy price. But don't the Fury Sisters now have better things to do than torture him?
You come to me to question how I allocate my resources. Preposterous. I care nothing for that wretched Shade. That he is tortured for eternity is but a technicality resulting from his arrogance. The terms of his incarceration are long lost.
Ouch. A technicality resulting from his arrogance. To suffer for eternity and have the Lord of the Dead just be like, yeah, that guy who's really famous for suffering, that was Tuesday. I don't even remember him really.
Find those terms, then
Hey,
theoretically I could give
hey!
him a pardon.
If you could somehow do your job and enact miracles, then yes. You could do anything then, I suppose. Including waste
Yes,
your
anything.
time on those of his undeserving ilk.
That's good to know.
Alright, I am gonna assume that we need to go and die. Now that we have permission here.
That's as much heat as I can get from this. The pact is sealed. Lord Uncle Zeus.
What can I say?
All right, Lord Zeus.
So this is like the foes with attack speed and damage and numbers, but not with like more HP. And I figured we could try to get up to Sisyphus just for fun, to see if we need to talk to him again. And if, you know, if we get to him, and if we don't, then we'll just die and hope for a next conversation, because that's how the other ones were, you know, like we talked to people about it, and then we talked to Nyx, and she was like, oh, I guess if somebody wanted to do that, and then perfectly describes exactly where on the bookshelves to find it. Only, like, their system, it's sort of like Dewey Decimal-esque rather than Library of Congress-esque. And if you're not like a library person, you may not understand the difference. You may think that Dewey Decimal is like respected because, you know, it's what you learned. But actually, Library of Congress system is the way. And it's principally numbers-based, and then you only use the letters for the author's last name after all the numbers. It's a wonderful hierarchical system, trust me. Dewey Decimal is terrible. Library of Congress is structured more like how the Dewey Decimal System is structured for nonfiction, but through the whole system. And it's vastly superior.
I will keep fighting.
You know, this actually seems like a really good combo. Doom on the attack, because you're like bouncing around. You've got your, not a really good combo, just a kind of good combo.
Daedalus power. Ringers.
So even with the increased attack speed and movement, you know, it's not undoable. It's undoable for me because I'm playing really badly, but like, what if I had like one of my gun builds where I'm already running around like a madman, you know? Like, I could theoretically do it. I wouldn't be able to sit in the middle of Hades and do it.
Barely got through. Should be useful. Not now. I can't. Not yet.
I need to look up what the speedrun categories for this game are. Not because I think I'll ever be good at it, but because it would be interesting to see if there was a category that did appeal to me. But I don't think I would be able to do any of them. I mean, obviously not at a high level ever, but even just in general, because often, like, a game like this, you'll have, you know, like, do every weapon in a row, but the rules will be, like, you can only take, like, so many breaks, and I would need more breaks than that. I mean, you can still do it, but if you're speedrunning away from the internationally recognized rules of the game, you know, it's not cricket. You know, I should probably try to get a time under 15 minutes before I start talking about speedrunning anything. But hey, I got one under 18 today, and that was a lot better than I'd been. Sisyphus!
Look who.
We're gonna give Boldy some more nectar.
You know, I think I'm growing more accustomed to relating to a giant stone. Well then, Boldy, while on one hand I know that making offerings to you
Should have something. Say no more.
more darkness.
Take care of yourself.
All right, maybe. No, we should try to pop Megara, right? Even though, you know, the conversation with Hades might have done it, but we should still try to pop Megara in case she's there. And to get a concept on like how the boss fights will even play out when they do bunches of damage and you know, and have higher attack speed and such. I mean, it's probably really close to the boss fight anyway, and you know, why don't I just lose it? Yeah, we're right here anyway. And we already get Sea Storm. When you knock foes away, they are struck by lightning. I mean, like, why don't I just keep on doing this run?
Time to face the
Why don't I just keep on doing this run?
Can't get rid of me.
There's
Meg.
no reason not to.
This should be.
You wound me, Meg. You know I like to barge into situations thoughtlessly.
Well.
Not now.
Wretches of Tartarus, come in.
Fan, I got this.
What is this plan?
Finish this.
Every time.
Bye, Meg. Pure darkness.
No, we're not going to keep on going with it. First of all, it doesn't make sense. It's not a high enough heat to be a milestone like 16. And yeah, so we're just going to magma it. We talked to Sisyphus, we gave Boldy a nectar, and we talked to Hades about Sisyphus last time. So I'm hoping that this time we'll be able to be like, "Hey Nyx, what's up?" And then we'll just be able to go and immediately buy his freedom.
Oh, this is it.
Although I'm convinced that the Bliss Disc is like the best thing, I don't actually know if I want to play with it.
All right.
Maybe the other shield where you get like way more Captain Americas will be more fun.
May I help you, Zachary?
I have to ask you for a favor, Meg, and I'm willing to make it worth
Here we
your
go.
while if you'll hear me out.
A proposition, Zacharias. Let's hear it then, while I'm in a charitable mood.
It's about Sisyphus. If I can get my father to alleviate his sentence, would you just ease off of him a little bit? You and your sisters. I think he's suffered quite enough under your whips.
I don't know what you see in him, I swear. But you don't need to ask such things of me. If you can overturn a sentence with Lord Hades, I'd like nothing better.
I'm
than
so
to
excited.
know
It's
that
happening.
you
It's
shall again.
absolutely happening. We're on the quest line. We're having the conversations.
It's a deal.
Though your journeys.
Likewise, Nyx.
Didn't hear you come in.
We probably need to do it again.
You've taken more.
Almost.
Upset.
You know you said
Don't let me.
plenty of room for improvement.
We're turning HP off because I think this time all we need to do is like walk in and die.
Someone's trying to goad me into using the Pact of Punishment.
I don't make the rules, pal.
Time to put in extra work for those bounties.
You must accept that you are not like all the others here.
Because we've talked to Hades and we've
Differences do
talked to
not make you
Megara.
deficient. They can make you strong. It's up to you.
Next is either Thanatos if we have to talk to him, but we might not because we've already talked to him about Sisyphus before.
Strong, all right.
So I think we just got to talk to Nyx.
Uncle Zeus. I feel all tingly.
Oh yeah, if you let yourself get hit by this, he does a lot.
Damn this smart.
20 damage? Yeah.
No, you don't. Huh?
Well, that went quick. And if we don't get a conversation here, then we'll go back to Boldy, give him a thing, see about being Megara again or whatever. But I'm hopeful that we'll get like a Nyx conversation here. Now that we've spoken to the others about it. Hey, there we go. It's even got the little shimmery thing. This is a good exclamation mark. This is the best kind.
Nyx, I was just doing some administrative chamber record keeping recently, and wouldn't you know it, it somehow slipped my mind where I could find the sentencing parchment work for the knave king Sisyphus, forced to toil out in Tartarus. I ran it by Megara.
He has offered you aid repeatedly. At first, I saw it for a brazen act of bribery, but try as I might,
Nyx is like, I know what you're doing.
To his actions that I could detect. That is to say, the record
Huzzah!
found in section Sigma Phi Alpha, lower gamma folder.
Sigma Phi Alpha, lower gamma folder. Got it. Thanks. I ought to check the old administrative chamber there. Should check that stack of contracts back there.
Amongst the parchment records of the dead and punished are the sealed documents known as the Knave King's sentence, forcing said king to endlessly toil with a boulder till the end of time.
I'll just patch this through to the house contractor then.
All right. And we'll do the little contract thing. 4 diamonds to free Sisyphus from eternity of hard labor.
In the name of Hades, I hereby release Sisyphus from the terms of his pact.
You what? All this
yes.
just for that wretched shade.
You can keep your commentary to your own damn self, Hades. Yeah, exactly. Like a quarter of the day when all we need to do is talk to Boldy. Well, yeah, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Whatever.
Maybe the other.
Hey,
which one?
And hopefully one last time we'll bring him the shackle. Well, we'll probably have to go a couple of times to bring him ambrosia and such. But we will give them, yeah, we'll put first overtime on, just because I feel like this will make it faster.
It's just the edge I need. Should work.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, it doesn't pierce anymore, that's what it is. But it does ricochet, so that's still pretty good.
Blasted wretches. Uncle Poseidon.
I love kidding him.
Nice.
I do think having this level of heat is smart for
Sounds like
speed,
Charon's
though.
breathing up ahead.
You know, it might actually, now that I'm thinking, it just might be quicker than running zero heat if you can do it. You know, it probably is. I would need to see what the categories are. Maybe there's one for zero heat, but usually, you know, a game would have what you would think of as like an any %. And most of the heat things would not make it faster, but this one would, because their movement speed could make it better if they never hit you. And if their attack speed didn't matter, which is to say if you were practiced at the highest levels of the game, where you would have to be playing with those heat levels anyway. Here we are.
Caught me on a break again.
Boldy, please accept this. Well?
See that, Boldy?
Is it not an artifact?
I have good news, sir.
Here we go.
The contract binding you and bought it out. It's null and void. You're free to go.
Oh, indeed. Then does this mean, Prince, then the Fury Sisters, they won't come around as often anymore?
Not just that, Sisyphus. You can make your way someplace else where other decent shades reside. You know, somewhere with fewer chains and torture devices and such.
You're much too kind to this old soul, Prince Zed. The thing is, this is home. For me and Boldy, it is what it is. Though, knowing that the Furies won't be visiting with quite their former regularity, that is a load off.
I guess saving him from getting beaten on for eternity is good.
You mean you're really going to stay? Even though you don't have to?
Sisyphus, you and me, we're the same.
Is that so odd, Highness? Don't see myself lugging old Boldy out of here besides. And if I were to leave, why, we would not be having these exchanges now and then. I happen to enjoy them quite a bit.
Well, we still saved him, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. Then here you go.
A pleasure.
Prophecy fulfilled. And we can give him a gift.
Sisyphus, sir, you've helped me selflessly time after time without so much as asking anything in return. Wanted to say I'm very grateful and thought you might like to try this. Here for a special occasion.
Why, Prince, is this? It is. I've not so much as seen a bottle of it, much less sampled it. Thank you so much. Although, with all respect, I cannot rightfully accept such a fine gift. Unless?
Unless? Oh no, you're not making me take something in return. You know this was a gift, not an exchange, sir, right? Wait, what is that?
This, Highness, is a little friend of mine kept tucked away in Boldy's care. Wherever you'll be going next, he'll make a worthy traveling companion. And when he's with you, Boldy and I will be with you
Last
in spirit
companion?
too.
I guess.
Sir, this is a mint condition shady you just gave to me.
A mint condition shady.
I will keep him safe.
Oh, we have a heart of stone. I believe in Boldy and Boldy believes in me. Do you get 6% movement for talking to the boulder every time and I just never have? Furious.
You getting ready for the road ahead? Careful out there, alright?
Alright, that's complete set, so now all we have to do is die. It's actually probably going to take a while. No, here we go. We're in a good corner now. Not really.
Oh, no.
So when we go back home, yeah, we need to be running towards them so that we're not like protected from the corner. That's the way. We should be able to just read the prophecy and complete it, and then that's the Steve achievements.
Oh no.
And what more meaningful way to make it happen than getting bashed in a corner by these guys?
used to that.
Please, make yourself at home. Oh, one of those wretched louts just...
Big ol' slappy guys.
This one's for you, Three Fates. I guess Sisyphus is even freer than before.
An end to torment. There we go. We're not pulling it up on the screen, but I've got a little blue ribbon with a little gold thing in the middle here. 49 out of 49 Steam achievements. I have unlocked them all. Glorious. Wonderful. Ah, it feels good.
I waived the punishment sentence for Sisyphus the Knave King, Nyx, except he chose to stay. He chose to stay in Tartarus, I think in part because he likes getting to speak with me from time to time. Also his bolder friend.
That sounds to be an agreeable outcome for him, though his liberty is not the end of his rehabilitation. As his friend, please make certain he does not run afoul again of your father, child.
I'll look out for him. He certainly looked out for me. Contractor, work approved. More music to soothe the senses. Contractor, I have another job.
All
More
right,
music for
well.
the music stand is always good. Some new music.
No, this is the one. The Hymn to Zagreus. Let us go here to the balcony and gaze out upon the city of the dead.
Just need to get from here across all that.
So, all Steam achievements in the bank. To sum up, a masterpiece. I have now 99.3 hours in the game. So I played, 30 hours a week for 3 weeks. That about tracks. The vast bulk of my gaming time. It's mechanically wonderful. It's got a depth to the combat that allows you to be successful when you're careless and stupid, but also levels of difficulty that give you satisfaction if you're not careless and stupid. It's the way that it goes from the base level of the game where you can't do anything right and you're dying all the time to figuring out how to play, and then just like expands out into the customizable difficulty, and it's all really wonderfully well done. The story's great. If you weren't already intimately familiar with the Greek gods, it would be even more compelling. The larger than life personalities, the sadness, the arrogance, it's all perfectly captured. The aloofness of the gods, where even when they're trying to connect, they can't be other than what they are. They can lie, but they can only deceive if you're willing to believe in the kind of thing that god is presenting. Aphrodite can only lie to you if you believe in love. Zeus can only lie to you if you believe in power. If you crave it, then you will be susceptible to his influences. If you are wrathful, then the influence of Ares will speak to you. He doesn't have to lie. All he has to do is present the world through the lens of war. And all of these characters come through beautifully just through a face on a screen interacting with what's going on, a couple of lines here and there, wonderful voice acting, just the boastfulness and the vanity of the gods on wonderful display. This game is great. I wish there had been a thing to tell me to talk to Boldy. Sisyphus probably told me to. I probably said, hey, Boldy, use a good Boldy. Nobody's a better Boldy than you in real life, which is pretty funny. But, yeah. I couldn't be more pleased. People told me to play Hades years ago when it was new, and I put it off. And I shouldn't have. It would have been great then, but I'm glad that I got to share this experience with all of you, and really truly a wonderful game. And now the only thing left to do will be to find some speedrun category and start tackling it, or just, you know, improving my times generally, that kind of thing, because I think we'll hand like one more bottle of ambrosia to Sisyphus. And yeah, we just need to talk to Hermes with some ambrosia, and talk to Sisyphus with some ambrosia, and we've got all of the little chibi faces secured. What does this do? It does 1,000 damage in an area and drops a little bit of stuff. I don't know which of the companions is best. The Thanatos one is what I started with, but anyway. Not 100%, just 100% of the Steam achievements, but every bit as good a game as I've ever played. I would recommend it to anybody. It's very strong. It's very satisfying to see yourself improve at it, and to sort of like experience the different combinations of power and figure out what works well and what doesn't. Very satisfying to my mind, and I think to a lot of others as well. Hades is well received, and that's all I have about that. I'm gonna go ahead and end this now, and this won't be the last Hades video, but it'll probably be the last one today, and maybe for a little while, but we're gonna play something else here in a bit. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really hope you've enjoyed. Bye, Natasha. Thanks for being along through the saga of attempting to free Sisyphus, and for probably almost every single one of these achievements. So thank you for your support in all of this. And that'll do it for this video. So 100 hours of Hades. Put it in the bank. A wonderful game. And there's a sequel in early access now. That's not what I'm going to buy and download right now. It's not. It is not. I'm not going to do that immediately. Maybe next month. Maybe the month after. But not today. See ya.